all to the first ever screening of The Color Purple. Oprah Winfrey. Producer Scott Sanders, where are you at in this house? Visionary director Blitz Bazawule. Let's start bringing up this cast, y'all. First, we have Felicia Pearl and Pazzi. The beautiful Halle Bailey. Gabriella Wilson, also known as, you may know her as, H.E.R. Hawkins. Coleman Domingo.
He's having a run. Yep. Hey, 2020.
Reprising her Tony-nominated role as Sophia, Danielle Brooks. Taraji P. Henson on the stage. Fantasia Burrito.
Right, so just seen the film, we're coming out of it. I'm gonna have to get in a quiet place and just like really give a good review about this one. There's a lot of layers to this. Lot to cover. All good things though. Great things. Really great things. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this review in the car. We're actually all trying to get out of here. So this film, this version of Color Purple, and I say version because it's not necessarily a remake to the T. It's not the same, but it's still the same. I don't want to give any spoilers because I didn't really have any expectations of this movie. I thought it was just going to be just the straight up same, just with different lenses and different actors. Maybe a little modern day reference here and there to kind of like, you know, fit the times, but nah, it's different. But it's still exactly the same. And you'll see what I mean when you see it. This film is going to win a lot of awards. The cast is a heavy cast. But I noticed that sometimes a lot of these, I'm not moving because nobody moving. A lot of these star-studded, you know, films, they're not like, there's nothing really great about it. It's just like, it's just all to like pull in people to see it, right? This one, nah, they utilized every weapon and formed a Megazord on this one. There are people that are stars that cameo in this that aren't really even mentioned of being in this, that I didn't see mention of. And it's just stars falling out the pockets in this film. And it feels like, dare I say it, that same feeling when the first Black Panther came out. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what it felt like in there. Okay? And there were a lot of people that gave a standing ovation that lasted a long time. Okay? So I'm thinking they felt the same way too. Even the panel was saying, did you feel that the feeling that I felt? We felt it. We did. I felt it. I know what she was talking about, exactly what she was talking about. It feels like it. It's shot like it a little bit. I don't want to give much away because this is definitely a film made to see in theaters. You got to see this in theaters. It feels like when I seen the Black Panther for the first time. And I've seen The Color Purple before. I'm going to say, and y'all don't, I'm just sharing what I was feeling. This one is better than the first one. The remake is better than the original. It feels like the Black Panther the first time I seen it, but it's The Color Purple. And it kind of takes the time on certain areas that the first one just kind of rushed over. This one kind of takes a little more time. Okay? Which is necessary because, you know, being a black man and I'm seeing, you know, all these black men, you know, doing some just heinous stuff, you know, it made me feel when I heard it was being remade, like, bruh, like, I was ready to jump on the, damn Oprah, why you trying to do this, that to the black man? Image, what you trying to put out there? I was ready to jump on it. I didn't, because I came here and I seen it. But I was ready because that's just the power that it could have had if it went that way. It didn't go that way. I'll just say it like that. It didn't go that way. It took the time to walk through certain things. That's all I'm gonna say. Loved everybody in there. Everybody gave a dynamic performance. Fantasia, my God, Fantasia. Everybody on the screen stole it. That's the crazy thing about it. Everybody on the screen stole the screen. Fantasia, I want to see more Fantasia. I'd like to see more Fantasia in movies. Just making sure I'm still recording. I like to see more Fantasia in movies. Okay? I love seeing Taraji P. Henson in movies. It felt good seeing her in another movie. I missed her on the screen in movies. I needed that. Didn't know I needed it. I did. Because that's Taraji P. Like, you already know. Give her the right scene, she's going to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Something that's going to make you just smile. Halle Bailey did a great job. I like seeing her without makeup. If they would have tried to make her look cute, it wouldn't have worked. There ain't no shade to Halle. Like, she looked great without makeup, I'm just saying that, like, I like that she was willing to be brave enough to not wear makeup in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she took that creative choice, or whoever said to do that. I'm glad they did that. Because everything texturally, artistically, top tier. There are thousands of people on this project. Like, this one is not going to be a movie that's going to fly by night. You're going to be hearing about this all 2024. This one is going to make Halle Bailey a superstar, because The Little Mermaid, it kind of made her a superstar, but there was some, whatever the hoopla was around it. Like, you need a movie where everybody, no matter if it's a movie everybody likes, you need a movie that even the people that typically wouldn't like will be like, yo, I like that movie. Little Mermaid, there's a lot of haters with that one. A lot of controversy, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm not going to get into it. This one right here, this is the movie. This is the one. This is the one for her. And she knows it. And she's carrying herself like it. But that's just her too, I guess. Just listen to her, talking and seeing everything. She's very well positioned and poised. She reminds me of Janet Jackson a little bit. Like how Janet Jackson kind of carries herself like, and presents herself like a star, but talks very soft-spoken and very polished. I like seeing shit like that. I grew up in the 90s. I'm used to seeing my black women like that in the public eye. Her, another great example of that. Okay? It's cool seeing her without her glasses on. I didn't even know it was her until the end of the movie. I was like, oh, that... I figured it out myself. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I figured it out. There's some people that come. All right, so the end made me cry thug tears. Those kind of tears. Yeah. It's a great movie. Reimagined. This new generation that probably wasn't born when the first Color Purple came out. This is their Color Purple for sure. But it's one that all of us going to say is our Color Purple, because it did that well. It's like it's necessary somehow. It's tripping me out because I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. Seriously, like I was expecting this to be on some savage black female bashing type stuff. It wasn't. It was deeper than that. It was deeper than that. They did us justice. They took the time. The director, Blitz, something else with a B, pardon me, brother. That man took his time with this one. He took his time with it. He made a great fucking movie. So what am I gonna rate it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what I will rate it out of 10. All I'm gonna say, it's very high up there. This makes me very happy. If they continue to make movies that tell stories like this with forgiveness and building bridges and bravery, and to talk about women's empowerment without making it too kind of like pander-ish, you know what I'm saying? To really touch on some really deep stuff, but give it really great context. You know what I'm saying? And it all be black. Blackety black. If we're gonna keep on getting movies like this, yeah, I'm happy. Count me in, coach. Let's work. Thank you so much, man. You too, man. Get home safely. And that's pretty much it, you know, just people still leaving. The time it took me to get out that parking garage was the amount of people that was just in that parking garage just seeing the movie. The time it took me to record this and tell you all that. It was a great movie, man. It was a great movie. If you watch this whole thing, please, please, please go see Color Purple in theaters. There's this part where Fantasia is singing the song, and she is literally looking at us in the audience as she's singing it. You don't want to be sitting on your sofa with that scene. You want to be in the theaters on that part. So yeah, that's it. I'm rejuvenated. I thought about my mother. I thought about my grandmother. I thought about myself. Everybody, as I'm hearing them talking as we're leaving, everybody is saying that like it was touching them and affecting them in some kind of way. And I like that movies have the power to be able to do that. And it's been a while since I've seen a movie where everybody's walking out talking about how that movie touched them and affected them and healed them and, you know, got them thinking. They got to process that was heavy, you know, on their spirit. They got to, I like that. And it's been a while since I felt that. And that movie brought that. So, yeah. It inspired me to start making reviews. I mean, just let that sink in. This movie inspired me to start making reviews for movies now. So, yeah. We just rolling out here in Beverly Hills. I promise you, I'm not trying to show off or nothing like that. That's not even in my character. I'm just simply showing you where this film took place, and that I am in Beverly Hills, because this is where I live at. I live in this area. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Go see the movie. In case you think I'm capping. Go see the movie at theaters. They didn't pay me to promote this film. I promise you'll enjoy it. Fellas, take your ladies with you. Ladies, can you take your children? Let me think. And fellas too. Yeah, I think kids can see it. It's PG-13. It's not rated R, so I think children can see it. The audience it felt like it was a mixed bag of equally black, white, Asian, Hispanic. There was, and I'm not saying like that. It was so much of a mixed bag is what I'm saying. And everybody felt something from that film, you know. So it don't matter if you black or anything else, you know, this is a good film. Coleman Domingo, 2024 is gonna be that man's year. That brother is he's shining. This is his season. He is all the way in his bag. And I remember seeing Coleman Domingo in the play Passing Strange, and I remember just being blown away and impressed by that play. And he was the performer on that stage, aside from the main character, that always stood out. And I was like, yo, this dude right here is like making this play. And so it's just really good to see him go from that to where he's at now. I seen his premiere, his Netflix movie, Ruskin, I believe is what it's called. Another great performance, another great story told. Shout out to Coleman Domingo, man. That's a real boy right there. He's really, really about this life. All the men and the women that were a part of this, the men, I want to say, because they were really representing, talking about being a man and being involved with this film in a really respectful and admirable, really commendable way. I'll say that. It's very commendable how they talked about being a man involved with this project. They got a lot of wow, they got a lot of those. As you can tell, I enjoyed this film, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you just watch it, just because there are so many contents out there, right? They're calling them contents now. There's so much content out there that it's hard to really put a zeitgeist on anything, right? Like, meaning it's hard to say like, oh yeah, like Home Alone. You know what I'm saying? When Home Alone came out, all the kids was doing that. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, because it so many people saw it and it became a cultural staple that imprinted on society and culture at the time. This needs to be that one. That's all I'm gonna say. This needs to be that one. Because it's really hard to get a lot of content to do that now. You know, it's very microwavable. It's very flash fry. It's very touch and roll. This one has all of the makings to be like Castaway, right? With Tom Hanks and Wilson and all that kind of stuff, like with the volleyball and being stranded on the island. Like, it has that to be one of those phenomenal, timeless zeitgeists, sign of our times. This is the film of the culture for this time. It has all the makings for that. Man, I talked a long time. As you can tell, I don't do enough talking to the cameras because I just get on and go. Hopefully I'll do more of this and I'll be, you know, a little bit more short-handed. But yeah, I'm gonna get back home and process this film some more. I would definitely see it again. It's a good film. It doesn't really drag. It is made to move at a very even pace all the way through. Keep you captivated. And yeah, like I said, it's like watching Black Panther for the first time again, which is wild to me that I'm saying that about The Color Purple. But yeah, they did their thing. So that's all I'm gonna say. Signing out. Gotta wash my windows.